All right. Okay. Okay. So those of you that maybe weren't here last week, my name is Jessica Maitri. I'm a mental health therapist and a Phoenix Rising yoga therapist. I also do breath work and Reiki, all sorts of things like that. So I work here locally in Boise and have a private practice here. And Anna was so kind to invite me to do this, be part of this campaign with you all. So I'm really grateful to be here. This week, we are going to be focusing on, the theme is called mindful discernment. And so throughout the practice today, I'm going to be inviting you to really tap into what's happening only in sensations. So we're going to be practicing stepping back, being the observer of our experience without necessarily putting a story of the mind to it. So you'll just hear me kind of guide you back out of your mind, more into your body, and just the sensational part of the practice today. And I did, since I'm a yoga therapist as well, I would encourage you to maybe put any ideas of yoga aside and just choose to just move with your body. You won't hear me say anything like Warrior One or anything like that. So, and then part of this practice is an invitation to have your eyes closed so that you can go more inward. So as long as you can hear me okay, you should be able to do the majority of the practice with your eyes closed. So that's just the invitation, of course. So we're gonna go ahead and start with a grounding meditation. So if you can just find a comfortable position, I will join you for that on my mat. And if at any time you can't hear me, please let me know. Okay, all right. So just finding a comfortable position. Go ahead and close your eyes. And we're just going to begin to tap into your breath. So begin to deepen the breath, inhaling through the nose, filling the belly all the way down to the sit bones. And exhaling slowly out the mouth or the nose, making the exhales a little bit longer than the inhales. And just notice any stories of the mind right now without any judgment. Notice any monkey mind thoughts and just invite them to take a back seat for the next hour. Coming back to the breath, with each exhale, you drop more out of your head and into your body. So every exhale takes you more into the sensations that you feel in your body. And you might notice all the little sensations that you could overlook throughout your day. Giving them attention here. And then beginning to use your exhale to send a grounding cord all the way to the center of the earth. So this cord is attached to your body and it attaches you to the center of the earth. So each exhale, just feel that grounding cord go down 500 feet down to the center of the earth. And then choosing to be very present to the here and now, exactly as it is. Softening the edges of resistance. And once that cord has reached the center of the earth, maybe in your mind's eye, you could see it tying off, securing you. And then with your inhales, just bring your attention back up the cord. And each inhale brings you farther back up and eventually into your body again. And begin to direct your breath to your heart space. You might even feel your heart doing the breathing for you. So see in your mind's eye your heart inhaling and exhaling with each breath. And take a moment here to set an intention. This could be just the intention for our hour together, or it could be your intention for today. So how do you want to show up for yourself now? And when that intention feels, excuse me, clear to you, just take a deep inhale through your nose and let your breath fall out your mouth. And then when you're ready, go ahead and open your eyes just for a moment. We're going to come to a standing position together. So making space wherever you are, find a standing position. And this is called the breath of joy. So we're just going to start waking up the body. This is 3 breaths in through the nose, 1 out through the mouth. So if you want for a moment, I can just model this for you. So it's, and then an exhale. Okay, so let's do 5 rounds of this together, breath of joy. You can close your eyes, 3 inhales through the nose, and exhale out your mouth. You can do these motions with me. Inhale, 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 and exhale. So 3 more with your own breath. Two more with your own body and breath. And as you're moving, start to feel the energy in your body. Start to feel the life force energy moving through you. One more. And just take a moment to hang here, letting your legs support you. You might even move back and forth. Breathing deeply in through the nose, into the belly. And just put a gentle bend in your knees and just slowly round back up. And we're going to transition into just free movement. So you could just start by swinging the arms back and forth. Eyes are closed. Noticing your breath. And there's no right or wrong to this. So just begin to move your body however it wants to move for a moment. So let it wake up and let the body guide you. How does it want to move right now? And just take a few moments to just allow it to move freely. Eyes are closed, feeling your body move itself. Stay with your breath. And as you're moving freely, letting the body guide you, begin to notice any areas of your body that are asking for attention today, specifically. And if you notice a specific area that's wanting attention, you could maybe find an edge or make it bigger. There's no right or wrong to this. Just find a way to acknowledge these areas and give it some attention, some acknowledgement. When that feels complete for you, just finding stillness with your feet a little bit wider than hip distance. And then go ahead and breathe in through the nose and extend your arms out like a star. So fingertips are out. And with each inhale, you grow your spine a little bit taller and you reach out through all 4 limbs. And then exhale, just gently bend and twist at the hips, bringing your right hand to your left foot and reaching the left fingertips to the sky. So find an edge here. Breathe into that edge. And stay fully present to this sensation in your body. So we're going to stay a little bit longer in these positions to drop deeper into the body. So with each exhale, soften the edges. You might even ask this side what it wants you to know. So if it had a voice, what would it tell you right now? Reaching the fingertips up to the sky. Take another inhale through your nose. And exhale, come back up to your star position. Inhale, reaching your spine longer and taller. And with your exhale, switch sides. So very gently twisting at the hips, bringing your left hand to right foot, and then reaching your right fingertips to the sky. Finding your own edge here. And then stay very present to the sensation on this side. So send your breath to your edge on this side. And invite the question to this side, what do you want me to know today? If this side of you had a voice, what would it say? Each inhale, you reach your fingertips to the sky. And each exhale, you listen a little deeper. One more inhale here. And exhale, very gently come on back up to star position. Inhale through your nose. And exhale, just let your arms fall to your side. Maybe shake out your arms and legs. Eventually just finding stillness, and take a falling out breath, which just means take an inhale through your nose, let it fall out your mouth. And with the next falling out breath, I'd encourage you to make an audible sound. So take an inhale through your nose, let it fall out. So maybe even choose to widen your feet just maybe another inch on each side, and then gently turn the toes out a little bit more. Inhale, reach your arms all the way up overhead, palms can touch. Inhale, reaching the fingertips to the sky, rooting down through the feet. And exhale, bring your hands down to the heart, bending the knees, and come down as far as feels okay for you. Sometimes people can come all the way down and rest the elbows on the knees. If you're up here, that's okay too. But what we're going for is a little bit of a stretch in the groin and the hip area. And so you can rock back and forth here, closing your eyes, breathe into this very tender, vulnerable area of your body that holds a lot of emotion. Breathing, sending your breath there, rocking back and forth if you need to, and just take a moment, check in, and just see, what am I holding today? Is there anything that I need to release or let go? Any emotions or resentments? Maybe ask your body, not your mind. Take one more inhale here. And then you can place your hands down on the floor and just walk your hands over to the right and straighten the left leg out so that the hamstrings are getting a little bit of a stretch here. You can stay here, or you can walk the hands over to the left, gently bending at the hips, and you can fold over your left leg. So find an edge here in your body that you can sustain and stay present. Breathing into that edge. And if your mind has wandered, come back to the sensation in your body and ask that sensation what it wants you to know today. Breathing into that side. Take one more inhale. And with your exhale, you can gently bend that leg that's straight and just switch sides. So just come on over to the left side and you can straighten the right leg. You can stay just upright here. If this is enough of a stretch for you, that's great. If you want more, you can walk your hands over to bend gently over the right leg. So find an edge on this side. And by an edge, I mean that if you go any deeper, it would be too much. But any less just would it might maybe not be quite enough. So find that for you. Once you find that edge, send your breath there, invite any thoughts to take a back seat and just stay with the sensation on this side. And just be curious, what does this sensation on this side have to say? So if you could give it a voice, what would it tell you right now? Each exhale, you soften a little bit more, listen a little bit deeper. And take one more inhale. And exhale, you can bend that leg to come back to our original position. Hands to the heart, rocking back and forth. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Let it fall out your mouth. Gently placing your hands down And then just come down to your knees and just take a rest for a moment. So you can sit down on your ankles. Hands could be in your lap, eyes are closed. And just take a moment to do a check-in. You can even do a body scan that starts at the top of your head. You can gently move your awareness down your body, checking in. What is present for me now? What thoughts are present? What emotions are present? What is my body telling me? What does my body have to say today? And take an inhale through your nose and let it fall out your mouth. And then you can go ahead and just come on up on your knees. I call this standing on your knees. So I'll turn to the side in case you're wondering what that looks like. And then just bring your hands to gentle fists. And you're going to place those fists at the base of your spine, your lower back. And then shrug your shoulders so that you're rolling the shoulders up and back so that the shoulder blades are actually coming closer together on your back. And then bring some awareness to your core. So you may have like jutted out, like your belly may have come out a little bit. Make sure that you can keep that really tight. So rolling the shoulders down and back, shoulder blades together, strong core. And then with your inhale, just imagine there's a string at the top of your head and it's pulling you up to the sky, pulling your body a little bit taller. And then tuck the chin slightly. With your exhale, just lean back slowly so that you're opening your chest, opening your throat and heart. And I want you to find an edge here. So remember, an edge is where you can still stay present to your experience. You can still breathe. Find that edge here and stay present to it. Breathing into the edge. Noticing any emotions that might show up here. Making any adjustments. You need to back out of the edge a little bit, but whatever you need to do to stay present to this experience. Breathe into the sensations in the body. Maybe ask your heart, what do you want me to know now? Each exhale, you listen a little bit deeper. And take one more inhale. And exhale very gently, come back up, releasing your hands and just gently sit back down. Taking a few deep breaths. Feel your whole body now. Whole body now. This moment, fully present. And we're going to either meet that same edge again. So exactly what you just did, you can do that again. Or if you want something a little deeper, I can show you that in a moment. But please know you can just meet that edge again. So take a deep inhale through your nose and let it fall out your mouth. Resetting. Then come up to standing on your knees again. Rolling the shoulders down and back, placing your fists at the lower back, bringing strength to your core, tucking the chin slightly. Inhale through the nose that grows your spine taller, and exhale very slowly so you don't push past your edge. Find the edge. And if you want to go deeper, you can place your hands down on your ankles and open. So whatever you choose, breathe into that edge. Making any adjustments that you need to. And notice what's happening now. Notice your mind, your emotions, and your body. What would your body say right now if it had a voice? And take one more inhale wherever you're at. And gently come back up. And we're going to go straight down into child's pose. So coming down all the way, stretching your hands out in front of you, forehead to the mat. Your arms can be outstretched in front of you or back by your sides, and just take a rest for a moment and find your breath. Breathing into the back body. Letting the heart rate slow down. Softening the edges. And just as you're resting here for a moment, remember the intention that you set. And is there anything that needs to shift or change? Any information that you've gathered from your body today so far that might add to that intention for today? Take one more inhale here through the nose, letting it fall out your mouth. And gently coming up to a seated position on your sit bones with the soles of your feet together. This is called butterfly. Still with your eyes closed, just make sure that your spine is tall. And with your inhale, you're going to grow taller in your spine, and exhale, gently bending at the hips and finding the place where your body says stop. Not where your mind says stop, but where your body says stop. So keeping that spine long and straight. So the minute that your spine begins to round, you've gone too far. So gently bending of the hips until you find the edge in your body. When you find the edge, stay with that edge and breathe into it. Sending all of your attention there. Again, each exhale, you listen to your body a little deeper. What do you want me to know? So you might notice that each exhale, your body softens a little bit more. And if that's the case, you can continue to allow your body to soften here. Coming forward as far as your body would like to without straining. Staying present to your breath. And if your mind has wandered, come back to your breath, back to the sensations in your body. And each exhale, you soften a little bit more. Feeling your hips rooting to the earth. Remembering that grounding cord that connects you to Mother Earth. And with your inhales, you're going to gently inhale very slowly to transition back up to a seated position that's upright. So please take your time here, using your breath to come back up. So we're still moving very slowly. We're going to transition to pigeon. It's very simple from this position. You're going to keep your left leg bent and bring your hands over to the left, place them on the mat, and then just swing your right leg behind you if you can, and bend over that bent left leg. So the left knee is behind the left wrist, left ankle behind the right wrist, or any modification here. So using your exhales, just bring your body down as far as it feels okay. So let your body tell you where your edge is. Find the edge and then stay there and breathe into it. If your mind has wandered, come back to your breath, back to that sensation on the left side. Take one more inhale here. And exhale, gently pushing through the hands, moving slowly, coming back to that butterfly position on your mat. And we're just transitioning to pigeon on the other side. So bring your hands over to the right side of the mat, place them there, and then swing the left leg behind you. Bring the right knee behind the right wrist, right ankle behind the left wrist. And then find your breath. Find your edge on this side. With each exhale, you soften a little bit more. Your mind is wandering, come back to your body. Notice how this side might be different than the other side. Notice all the subtle differences. Maybe there's a different message for you on this side. We hold so much wisdom in our bodies. Each exhale, you soften the edges and listen a little bit deeper. Take one more inhale here. Then exhale, letting that go and just gently pressing through your hands. Coming back to that butterfly position on your mat. Soles of the feet together. Take a falling out breath. So a deep inhale all the way into your belly through your nose. Letting it fall out your mouth. And place your hands on your feet and give your feet a massage. And just notice if this is edgy in any way. This could be mentally or emotionally edgy for some people, and if that's true for you, that's okay. Take a moment to give yourself a very good foot massage. And as you are massaging your feet, send gratitude to this part of your body in whatever way that looks like for you. So often we look past what we need. And if we can just spend some time listening to those little sensations in our body and give them attention, they often heal themselves. Sometimes just acknowledging the issue, whatever that is, will actually heal it. So taking another few breaths here, sending gratitude to your feet. And then slowing down the massage. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Let it fall out your mouth. And then make your way to your back. Laying down on your back. So bending the knees. Straighten your left leg out onto the mat, keeping the right knee bent. And then take the right hand to place it onto, the left hand to place it onto the right knee and just guide your left knee over. And we're just coming into a twist. So your left hand guiding your right knee over to the left. You can stretch your right arm out. You can even look over your right hand. Breathe into this twist, into your back body. Each exhale, you soften a little bit more. Take one more inhale here. And with your exhale, you can let that go. And just switch sides. So straightening your right leg out, bending your left knee. Taking your right hand to your left knee and just gently guiding it over into a twist. You can stretch your left arm out onto the floor, maybe looking over your left. Finding your edge on this side. Noticing how it might be different than the other side. Each exhale, you soften the edges a little bit more. Take one more inhale. And exhale, just gently release that. You can bring your feet back to the mat with your knees bent. Just take a falling out breath. So inhaling through the nose, let it fall out your mouth. And any last movement or positions that you want to do for your body, you can either hug your knees into your chest and rock back and forth. You can find a happy baby. If you still want more for your spine, you can take it into a bridge or a wheel. But find what works for you. We're just going to take maybe 60 seconds to do any last movements that your body might need before we take a short rest. Any last movements your body needs. And wherever you're at, maybe ending with rocking back and forth, hugging your knees into your body, and just taking a moment to express deep gratitude to yourself for showing up this morning. Remembering the intention that you set. And when you feel ready, just find a comfortable position. We're going to rest for maybe 5 to 7 minutes. So if you want a blanket or a pillow, find just a way to be comfortable for a moment. Transitioning to that restful position. And as you're settling in, I would invite you to invite all of you to be here now. All the parts of you. All the parts of you that you might compartmentalize or push away or hide. Just take a moment to invite all of you to be here now. And as you're settling in to your rest, I'm going to read you a short poem. This is called All of Me. I call upon all of me to come forth. The wild mystery, the nameless one, whose strength and serenity never ceases to surprise me. I call upon the vast self without form or face, to take their place within this skin and far beyond it. I call upon the truth of me, whole and unedited, the one who excels in slow growth and evolutionary leaps, receiver of all that is known and unknown. I call upon my inner nature to show themselves to me and breathe with me the sweet, intoxicating air of freedom. And now allow your body to fully rest. Slowly deepen your breath. Begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. You can make any other small movements to invite your energy and presence back into your body. And if it's helpful for you, you can turn onto one side and rest there for a moment. And slowly, eventually coming up to a seated position. Just keeping your eyes either closed or just slightly down so that you keep your focus inward. And just take a moment to scan back over your experience in your body today. And just notice what stood out to you. What was most significant for you? And what did your body have to say? How did it speak with you? And if there was one thing that you could do with this information from your body today, what would be one thing you could take forward into your life? When that feels clear for you, take a falling out breath. So deep inhale through the nose and let it fall out your mouth. When you feel ready, you can open your eyes. So the invitation now is to take some time, maybe 5 or 10 minutes when this is over, to just use some time to write, free write anything that showed up for you today, and then set an intention for how you want to bring this forward into your life. So I look forward to seeing you all next week. Thank you.